May 3rd, 2020. Today's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Did you grow up with the classic, the white man's happy birthday? Or did you grow up with the Stevie Wonder, the soulful happy birthday? It's the black church happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. That's black people happy birthday. Yeah, it's my birthday today. And I am 29, one step closer to 30. I thought I was going to be freaked out by it. But I mean, after 25, okay. 21 is the peak. Say 21 is peak birthday. That's when you really have something to look for. I remember my 21st birthday, I walked through the aisle at the CVS near my college. And I'm not even exaggerating. The liquor aisle, was brighter. It lit up. It was like, oh, all of this is all mine. It was like walking into Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Candy factory. It was both. Yeah, it's my birthday. And now I'm taking a walk. Quarantine birthday. I saw George and Will today. They stopped by with bleezies and donuts. It's called friendship, guys. That's what real friends do. Now, real friends help you with rent, and they haven't done that. They're like half real friends, I guess. When next time you guys help me out with rent, then I'll call you real friends. Decided to do. If you listen to the Rant video, if you decided to put yourself through that nonsense, I realized a couple of things. First thing is I got to be able to not only stay in first person longer, but I also have to, I got to be able to not pause the recording. When I do that, I think what I'm going to do is for the short videos, the ones that are about a very audio, the ones that are about a very particular topic, I'll pause because I want them to be nice and concise and clear, like what my point is. And then for the rant videos, I'm just going to kind of let it rip. And I think the fear of the whole pausing thing is like worrying if it gets awkward or whatever. But I've just kind of hit a point where I just kind of don't give a shit. Like, it's gonna be awkward. I don't know what you expect. I'm trying to get good at this, guys. How do you get good at something without it being awkward in the beginning? Every professional swimmer nearly drowned in the beginning. Every professional martial artist got his ass kicked. Every rapper has taken an L. Even Eminem, even the real Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers, has lost rap battles. So, I think I'm just gonna practice that. That's something really important. I was watching more Dave Chappelle because I pray at the altar of Dave Chappelle now in these trying times. I was watching this unedited Dave Chappelle clip from 2009. He did one of those needlessly long sets. It was like the college class set, a 3-hour long set. And I was watching him and I was trying to figure out, what it is that was working, what wasn't working. And it's funny, you hear me talk about this stuff and I'm sure I echo over and over again. I repeat myself a lot with different ideas, or I'll have to relearn the same lesson. And it's weird because over time I'll figure out something new will click, and it'll click in a different way. And I don't know when people listen to it because you don't fucking interact with me. All 20, look, guys, my day ones, I need to give you guys names. Oh, yeah, my Aaron Chase fan names. I don't know what it would be. But yeah, y'all can fucking email. It's like, the reason I always ask about emailing is because I see the views and I'm like, all right, well, someone's listening consistently. I don't know who the fuck you are other than Carlos Patino and maybe Nick Laney, but I don't know, man. Fucking email. So I was watching Dave, and it's this comfort. It is this comfort, and I think the only way to get that comfortable is just be as uncomfortable as possible. Like when you I don't know, man, when you put yourself in super uncomfortable situations, when you bomb, for instance, like if you've never done stand-up comedy and you bomb, I'm sure the idea that's fucking scary. But after you do it over and over again, once you have a good month or two of dog shit sets where no one's paying attention to you, the comics don't want, like when you get off stage and other comics look you in the eye, or like you have friends or family there, and they come up to you and they pat you on the back and they say, it was good. Like their voice always goes high. Oh, it was really good. Yeah, you know, you had, it was really fun when you talked about the bus station joke. Like, people try to make you feel better. It's the worst feeling ever. And then over time, you just get used to it. You just stop giving a shit and you get better at it from there. Same thing happens, you know, when I was doing stand-up on stage or street stand-up. So the more you do it, the more comfortable you get. If I'm to make a different comparison, I'll compare it to like learning another language, sign language. I remember when I first started learning, I couldn't do anything. Like I knew like 3 words. And then over time, I was able to have conversation. Oh, hold up a second. Okay, I know I promised I wouldn't pause, but just give me a second. All right, a group of 3 young ruffian boys were walking past. And I don't want them eavesdropping on my shit. Okay, look, y'all just don't get it. The suburbs are fucking scary and creepy in their own way. It's different. It's a completely different type of creepy. Anyway, American Sign Language, yeah. There was a point, I remember there was a point where I could have conversation with people. Like I could have a conversation, but it was clunky and it was awkward and it required a lot of thought. I had to really think like, all right, I'm gonna say this word, I'm gonna say this word, keep it organized, proper grammar, eyebrows up, shoulders forward, use your mouth morphemes. None of this makes sense to anybody that's listening. Well, yeah, when I was learning sign language, when I was learning all how to interpret and shit, it was just clunky in the beginning. Like, it takes years to learn a thing. I think most people don't. All right, here's the problem with people. Let me tell you what the problem is, because I'm the one who would know. I'm the guy you should go to for the answers. I think the problem with people is 2 things. First thing is not understanding like how to learn, like the process of learning things, what it takes to learn a thing, a skill, and then the embarrassment in the beginning of learning that skill. And to be fair to people that get embarrassed when first learning a skill, I think that's other people being complete dicks. Like learning a language, okay, like when you first start learning a language, it's fascinating what ends up happening. When you tell somebody, yeah, like I'm learning fucking Spanish. If I tell somebody I'm learning Spanish, immediately they're like, okay, let me speak Spanish as fast to you as possible so you seem like a fucking asshole. I'm gonna turn this whole conversation into Telemundo. You're gonna look deer in the headlights, you're gonna look like an idiot in front of everybody around you. Or they'll start laughing. Like when you start speaking it and you're doing it awkward or it's kind of clunky or your accent's not right, people laugh at you or whatever. And it discourages most people from just pushing through and understanding like eventually it's gonna get better. You gotta have that patience. So I don't blame you fucking losers for not being able to learn a language. Oh, hold up a second. Okay, sorry about that. I think I was chastising you. I was chastising my listeners. And when you want to learn a skill or whatever, you're gonna fucking suck in the beginning. And there's something weird about comedy where when you suck at comedy, it makes people upset. It makes people so mad, including myself. When I see a new comic get on stage and they're hacky and they're bombing and they're wearing goddamn basketball shorts on stage and they're cupping the mic like they're a rapper in 8 Mile, like when they're doing all that shit, or the mic stand is right in front of them, that is weird, like stage etiquette is so important there. But when you see a new comic starting off, there's something about like someone sucking at comedy that just makes everybody upset. It just puts a damper on the mood. I don't know why that is, but you know, compare myself to that person. This is gonna suck at the beginning. You're gonna get mad at me for doing this, probably. All 20 fans of mine. You're gonna hear this, and you're gonna hear this, and you're gonna think, hey man, can you go back to the more simple 10-minute long bites of your voice? Do we need to hear you for an hour or however long you're gonna be rambling? Yeah, I don't know how long these are gonna be. I guess as long as my walk takes until I get tired. But yeah, that comfort and that confidence that Dave and Patrice and Bill, those are my three right now, that those guys have is important. I think the other thing is that comfort with silence. Oh, fuck, my stomach. Oh, fuck. That comfort. I didn't work out today. I'm sorry, it was my birthday. I could do what I want. Gentlemen who listen, if there are gentlemen that listen, what are my demographics? Who's listening right now? Because I think I've talked about it too. My demographics are old white people. I don't think old white people are listening to this. Like young girls. That's actually a potential. I did make a TikTok recently. Who else? Fucking weebs, cat ear people. I can see weebs listening to this. People in AA meetings or like halfway houses seem to really like me. I don't know what that says about me. I really hope it's not like they're seeing myself in me and they're more looking up to me, but I really get the vibe that they're just seeing myself in them or whatever. And then nerdy black people. I could totally see nerdy black people listening to me right now. Or I guess comics that, I don't know, don't like me and want to listen to me out of spite or irony of some kind. I think that's also a possibility. Fuck was I saying? This is why I pause, by the way. Like every time I pause, I'm trying to like lasso my thoughts and bring them back in the bullpen that is my brain and organize them and figure out where the fuck I was going with this. Talking in the mic about things. It's my birthday. Oh yeah, if you're a dude, yeah. I'm sure. Okay, if you're a dude, please tell me you've experienced this because I've experienced this like multiple times. Having a girlfriend that thinks she is God on her birthday. I've had girlfriends who they'll set out a whole birthday week. Is like I don't know where they found this logic from that like for a week they can do no wrong. They're Teflon. For a week they got that star in Mario Kart and they're fucking untouchable. You have to do everything they say. Fuck that. If I ever get back in another relationship, man, I'm not playing that bullshit anymore. I'm making boundaries, guys. I'm learning and improving and discovering myself. My third eye is open. No, I'm gonna make boundaries with whatever my next relationship is gonna be. Make it very clear. Just because it's your birthday does not mean I'm cleaning a goddamn dish, woman. So I've been watching F is for Family, and I get the vibe that Bill Burr is really creating the essence of the 70s in that show. He seems to have it down. I've been binge watching it for my birthday. It's good. Good cartoons are killing it. I think Simpsons kicked it off, but I'm kind of tired of them. They're done. The party's over, guys. I don't know. Honestly, I'm blown away that they're still around. Like, I feel like when they get canceled, there's going to be people that get upset about it and that, freak out. I think most of us are kind of over The Simpsons. I wasn't even allowed to watch it as a kid. South Park is still going strong. I really want to see and hear their opinion on all this craziness whenever their seasons come back. But no, cartoons are killing it, man. Like BoJack Horseman's great. Steven Universe is dope. F is for Family is great. Other cartoons. I think my generation, specifically someone like me, is just keeping that kid spirit just like alive a little too much. Like I'm seeing other near 30-year-old people with those Funko Pops, the bobbleheads that aren't bobbleheads, that they're our generation's baseball cards. People are like, those are collectibles. They're going to be worth millions in the future. And then many years later, you just pass a box of old Funko Pops of like Black Panther and Doctor Strange to your grandkid, and you have this glint in your eye, and your grandkid completely looks bored and glazed over because they don't have their VR headset strapped to their fucking chins. Sounds like I'm in a bad mood when I went on that little rant-a-poo, but I'm not. I'm good. I'm chilling. My stomach hurts, man. I shouldn't have eaten so much. It's a mistake. I had too many donuts, man. Fucking stomach. Oh, people. Like, George is all about those fucking donuts, Krispy Kreme donuts. I don't know how he does that shit, man. I don't know how you can eat multiple Krispy Kreme donuts. I don't think that's human. I don't know how that's humanly possible. Like, the amount of glaze and the sugar. It's like putting sweet cement in your stomach, man. Not good. Anyway. What was I saying? Why, like, okay, this is actually starting to remind me a little bit of street stand-up. All right, two things. First thing is there's a pocket. It's this weird pocket, not like in between being in first person and third person, where like you're aware of your surroundings. There's a calm. You're aware of what you're saying, slowing down, but at the same time letting your mind wander, go all over the place so that you don't hit a dead end. And it's finding that balance. And I'm getting better at it. Jesus Christ. I'm getting better at it. I can feel the balance. I can tell that this episode's that rant episode's a lot less awkward than the first one, or I think I made two. I don't know yet. So it's getting better, progression, improvement, and all that. But it's reminding me of street stand-up, in that I wonder, assuming people listen to this up until this point, I wonder why the fuck you would listen to this up until this point. Like, I wouldn't listen to me. I would not sit down to hear the whacked out, all over the place thoughts. My thoughts are like, like a fly. Like when you're trying to get a fly and it's in the living room and there's no discernible direction. The flies just fly drunk all over the place. So I don't know why anyone would listen to me. And I remember sitting out doing street stand-up. I was straight up fucking asking people. It would get to a point where I completely ran out of material. And I'm just fucking ranting, kind of like this, but a little less polished and not having the understanding of myself as much. And people were still interested, and that's interesting. I don't fully understand. The way they described it was like, they liked the transparency or the honesty or the vulnerability, all that cute shit, all that Valentine's Day card shit. All those words you find on Valentine's Day cards. Boom! Explaining jokes. That's how you do it. No, but that's what they were saying. The vulnerability, all that stuff. Which is weird. I feel like I think like most comics are vulnerable. I don't think. I have this weird, God damn it with the fucking yawning. I have this weird back and forth with my own ego, where part of me is like, man, I ain't shit. There's nothing about me that's special. I'm not interesting. I'm just a fucking crazy person. And the other part of me that's like, I am the diamond in the rough. I am a unique little snowflake that is gonna make it in this world. I'm special. My voice needs to be heard. People need to hear what I have to say. And I go back and forth between that. And I think the road to the promised land is right somewhere in the middle. Like when you're completely up your own ass and you can't make fun of yourself or have any sort of self-awareness, then that's not good. You lose your ability to be relatable. I don't know how the fuck Kevin Hart is still relatable in any way. But yeah, you lose your ability to be relatable. But when you don't think what you're saying at all is special or interesting, you lose that confidence, then people don't want to listen to somebody that doesn't sound confident, doesn't know what they're talking about. That's why our president's killing it. Don't worry, this isn't going to get political. He's got all these supporters just because he speaks confidently. So, you know, I'll just keep it pushing. My stomach fucking, I'm going to take a second. This is not let me be clear, this is not me cheating. This isn't like a mental, mental blankness. I could keep talking. You know I could keep talking. You've heard me talk before. You've heard me rant, go all over the place. I can keep talking, but my stomach hurts. And the mixture of talking and walking and my stomach being filled like 3 pounds of batter, fried dough batter, is not a good mix. So I'm going to catch my breath and be right back. All right, and we're back for you. That felt like no time at all. So, I was thinking about the whole stand-up thing, what I was doing before the quarantine. I think I was putting all my eggs in one basket. I was saying, like, my entire identity was a stand-up comedian. That's my identity. That's who I am. That's a cool identity to have, and it's still a big part of me, obviously. But when it gets completely stripped away from you, when you have nothing, when you're out there in the cold, alone with the wolves, when you get this shit stripped from you, it's like, all right, well, now I got to figure out what the fuck I am if I'm not a comedian. Like, if I can't be a comedian right now, what am I? And internally, I think that I have a better understanding of that. And then externally, with the other projects that I do with music and audiobooks and podcasting and learning Spanish, it's like, oh, okay, I could do other things, and that's kind of cool. I feel like I'm going to throw up. This is a mistake. Jesus Christ. Oh, this is what getting older feels like. This is it. I'm recording aging. I'm recording the sands of time slipping through my body. I'm putting it into eternity so that future people can listen and hear a person go from a child to a man to an old man to a corpse. This got morbid. All right, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back, everybody. Reset. All right, speed and action. What was I talking about? Putting all your eggs in one basket. Yeah. Fuck. The curb's really big. Yeah. So putting all your eggs in one basket. I think that my stand-up was so dour, and I was coming off so dour because everything was in that. All my self-expression was in this one art form. And clearly I'm an artist. Okay, I'm going to start wearing berets and like round glasses that are rose-colored. Start wearing dashikis and like beads and shit. Because I'm an artist. I'm a fucking artiste, guys. But I like to do different art forms and everything. And the rap music was a really good way for me to channel anger and sadness and other emo emotions. This way, all of that energy's over there. And then I can, we having parties, guys? Are we having a blast? Huh? You guys hear that? You can't answer me right now. This is a one-way conversation. But I'm hearing, someone's having a fucking hootenanny across the street. Got fire pits. Do you have a fucking DJ over there? What's going on over here? I'm gonna call the cops on these white people. Gosh darn it! They're over here and they're messing up the neighborhood. I try to keep this neighborhood safe. I do my neighborhood watch. I walk around with my goddamn wolf beast, making sure everybody's okay. You know, make sure everybody's safe. Everybody's comfortable. People feel safe when I'm around. All right, don't tread on me. Fuck out of here. But having the ability to put my art and my emotions in other avenues seems to help the stand-up and the joking around and the podcasting, because it's not all on that. Like, I'm trying to express all these different thoughts and opinions and perspectives and stand-up for 5 minutes. It's just too much. So that's been good. Like, it makes it feel, like, even this feels looser, feels better. Joking around feels easier. I'm really confident that when I get back to stand-up, I think I'm going to be better. I think I'm going to be noticeably better. I think it's going to be way more lighthearted. It's going to be more creative. It's going to flow better. It's going to just all around better. I don't know. I should make an ACMM that's specific, but I'll just rant it out a little bit here. But I think if I were to give advice to a newer comic, especially a younger comic, and that advice would be, so that unnecessary preemptive setting up that I'm continuing to do right now, I do that a lot. I've come to realize I'll make sure I'm like, it's like setting up the tee and being like, all right, guys, I'm going to hit the ball. Just so you know, I'm going to swing the bat. I'm going to make contact with this ball. And I'm going to make sure the ball goes as far as possible. All right, everyone shut the fuck up while I hit the ball. All right, shut the fuck up while I hit the ball. I would give advice to a younger comic. I would say, figure yourself out. Understand who you are. Have life experiences. It's easier to be funny, and it's easier to joke around. It's easier to fuck around when you understand who you are as a person. There's something to pull from. I know that's hard to describe. It's going to be one of those things where, like, if this little fucking experiment works, if this keeps going and it gains traction in the future and comics listen to it as a way to become a better comedian, just like watching somebody's process, understand that, like, there may be times if I explain something or there's a new feeling or something clicks, it might not click for you. That keeps happening, where someone will say something to me and I'll know what they're saying, I'll understand what they're saying, and I can even try to put it into practice, but until it clicks for you on a personal level, until you're just in the right place at the right time with the right thought process, it's not gonna hit you. So, like, if you know, if this is the future and fucking new Richard Pryor's listening to this to become new Richard Pryor, first off, pat me on the back. I must have did great. And second, I would say understand yourself. Take time for your fucking self. There's this, I have a change of philosophy on comedy in a lot of ways from this, like, at least for myself. This is all about me, guys. It's the ACMM. This isn't the fucking B2K. So fucking stupid. Yeah, take time. Like, if you don't know who you are, you can't do comedy. That's why I think stand-up comedy is going to continue to prevail in its own weird way. Like, I don't think this fucking Zoom chat shit, I don't think is going to work. You need that personal interaction. And I don't think you can, I mean, maybe this is going to be AI phobic in the future, but I don't think a robot, at least at this point, could ever do comedy because it requires personal life experiences. Every comic's a good comic because they're coming from it from their own very human angle. You stupid AIs, you future Terminators who are listening. That's scary, man. Is anybody else freaked out? I am. Like, I don't mind change, but I don't like change this rapid and this unpredictable. Like, there's the singularity. It's when AI takes over. That's just, it went on hyperdrive now because of the quarantine. I think part of that's good. Like, telecommunication is good. Why the fuck is everybody going to an office? You don't need to go to an office. Sit in your pajamas, type on your computer, masturbate. It's a perfect place. It's an all-in-one. It's a comfort. So I think things like that's good. Less people on the road, better emissions, all that. That's cute. But at the same time, man, like, I don't know, relying so much on this. And I'm doing it right now. I'm being a fucking hypocrite. Whatever. You're listening to me this far. You want to hear my opinion for some dumb fucking reason. I don't know. What else am I doing? I'm working on, I've been working on the whole haters gonna hate. Haters gonna be haters, sipping on that haterade, baby. I feel like if you have that voice, you need like one long pinky nail that's painted like orange. Sequoia? Is sequoia a color? The fucking choppers over here. This isn't the MM podcast. No. Nope. I'm not gonna be I'm gonna do my own isms. Like words, statements, justifications. These are my isms. I am not trying to be Bill Burr. I'm being Aaron fucking Chase in this bitch. No, I'm getting to a place where like I'm almost enjoying the whatever little hate that I get. Also, I'm not being up my ass with this either. Like, I don't think I'm famous or I matter in any way, and I think that's why it's always confusing to me when people come up to me and they're like, hey, this is what everyone's saying about your projects and how stupid they are. Like, that part of that confuses me in that I don't mean shit. I don't matter. The buddy system doesn't really matter. Nobody gives a fuck about the IE. Especially right now, no one gives a fuck. But I think I'm coming to a place of enjoyment. Like, there was a progression, as are most things in life. There's a progression from it being a really upsetting and hurtful to it being just confusing, to it being kind of neutral and confusing, and now it's confusing but enjoying. No, that's not how enjoyable in a lot of ways. I don't even know if I made a podcast about this. I think I scrapped it, but I decided to write out what I stand for and like what my moral and ethical areas are. I don't know, which is what I believe in, my belief system. Like, I wrote that out, and that's a really good anchor for me. Like, knowing like, all right, don't murder people. All right, cool, it's good. I'm not murdering people. I'm going in the right direction. No, but like having that written out, and if I'm following those things, and at no point in my little 10 commandments for myself does it say, hey, go fuck with other people. It doesn't really say that. It's just, do me, do you, and just try to have fun and just do your best. Like, that's essentially what my mantras are. It is what it is. And so having that and being like, all right, I'm just going to do me. If you don't like what I'm doing, you don't like what I'm doing. It has helped tremendously. It really, because before having that system set up, it was almost like I was basing my ethical system and what I was saying off of everybody else's ethical system and what they believe. So like, if one person doesn't like this, but another person like this, then it tears you in half trying to make everyone happy. And you can't make everyone happy. You can't. I know it is a shocking, mind-boggling thing for you guys to find out. I'm sure that you didn't know, and I'm happy. I'm happy that I can be the person. I can be that shining light for you. I can be the Martin Luther King of podcasting. No, but you gotta, you can't please everybody. You just do you, right? And so that's what I've been doing. And so with that in mind and knowing, like, I'm not fucking with other people and not fucking with other people. And so if those people don't like what I'm doing, I've come to a place where it's like, all right, well, clearly that's them. I'm not doing anything. I ain't doing nothing to nobody. Just out here being a crazy person, talking into a microphone to the world or the 20 people. yeah, guys, share this, please. Not that, don't share. Okay, hold on. Well, let's not be hasty, guys. Don't share this one. Share one of the shorter ones. If there's a particular episode, like if you're listening this far in and you have to be a fan, there's no way you're listening and you're not a fan. Fucking share this, please. Like, share these videos, share the music to people that you think would like it. Don't share it to people that you think would hate it. I don't need those people finding out that I exist, bringing their negative cheeky. If somebody likes some shit that I do, please send it to other people. Like, I want this to be my living, and I work hard, and I think I'm entertaining and funny and cheeky, interesting. Interesting to listen to, I guess. Fucking hills, man. Fuck. Fucking show people. Help me. Tell people what my Instagram is, AaronChase91. That's the weird part about this. Not the weird part. It's like the cool part about the internet, but it's also weird. Is that, like, if I could just carve out a fucking fan base, if I can carve out my little piece of the internet where people get the bullshit that I do and relate to the nonsense and the emo stuff and are willing to financially support me saying the things that they would be unable to say, then I'm down for that. That's what I want. But you got to build that niche. And that's hard to do when you're not good at technology or social media. I fucking suck at that. If you look at my social media, it is so stupid. It's terrible. It's just pictures of my dog. I don't hashtag properly. My captions are boring. So, like, if you listen to this, if you like my shit, if you want me to keep doing, I'm going to do it probably regardless, but if you want me to do this and achieve my dreams and be happy and shit, fucking, this fucking hills. Hold on a second. All right. Jesus Christ. If you like the shit, just send it out, sorry, I just got thrown off. I had a dude say howdy to me, and that's always never a good sign. But yeah, send it out. Tell people. I don't know. Word of mouth. Luda. Word of mouth. I think that's one of his album name cover. What is it? Word of mouth. Man. Yeah, building a fan base. It's interesting. Building that niche. It's interesting. Like, I know they're out there. I know there's a bunch of little weirdos in their basements. Probably not playing video games. I don't think video game people give a fuck about me because I don't relate to that. Movie people. There's a bunch of weirdos in their basements rewatching Donnie Darko over and over again to try to figure out the symbolism. Those are my people. You guys are my people. Go, if you're a fan of Donnie Darko, go fucking hit me up, man. Hit me up. This is a selfish art form. I know I've said that before. Stand-up comedy and podcasting, especially podcasting like that. Like, when you're bouncing off somebody, you're talking to somebody, you do a podcast that has some sort of duo with it. That's cool because you're sharing the glory. I'm not sharing an ounce of glory with anybody on this podcast. This becomes successful. This is on me, and me alone. Maybe a little bit of Aaliyah, who is enjoying her walk. It's a weird. Stand-up comedy, I think, requires a lot of confidence and cockiness in oneself, with the right mix of no self-confidence, and it's a weird concoction to want to be a stand-up comic, and to think that you can't. Here's what I think: you can't think that you're funny. You can't think that you're entertaining. You can't think that your ideas are interesting. You have to fucking know it. Wow, it's echoey out here. Super echoey. Because what I'm telling you, man, the suburbs are creepy as fuck. But you have to know it. You have to know that you are funny and that you're interesting, that you're dynamic, that people give a fuck about you. And so, what's up, Aaliyah? What are you looking at? That's the cool thing about having a dog. Dogs notice shit early. smell stuff. Yeah, you gotta know. You gotta know what you gotta know. And it's be interesting, but like I remember like being a kid, super trippy. Like I fucking knew what I should have been doing this whole time. Without even knowing it, I knew. Premonitions. Guys, I'm the messiah of comedy. You didn't know this? You unaware? This is all the... How old was Jesus? He's in his 30s, right? What, am I comparing myself to Jesus right now? Yes. Yes, I am comparing myself to Jesus. He's in his like 30s when they come back. Like he's born, they skip all this stuff that I just went through, and then he's 30. It's an important part in the Bible, man. Like you should figure out like, how did Jesus become what Jesus became? But yeah, you got to know, man. You got to be confident in it. And I think that you can definitely learn that confidence. I think I'm a testament to that. It's my testimonial. I'm not there yet. Still not nearly where I want to be. But, you know, getting there. It's just going to take time. Yeah, you got to be confident in it. That's hard. That's really hard to get in front of people with your thoughts and opinions and know for sure there's going to be at least a couple of people out there who are going to fucking hate you for it, and you just keep doing it anyway. It's like not instinctually a thing, you know what I mean? Like, okay, like fucking I'll run out of gas on this one. I think should I tap out? 41 minutes. I'm gonna tap out. Yeah, I'm gonna tap out on this rant. I'm tired. But yeah, share my not guys. Can we calm down? Not this one. Don't share this one with people. Share the good one. Share when I talk about Dave Chappelle and Patrice. People seem to like that shit. Yeah, man. Share it with people that would like it. And thanks whoever the fuck was listening to all this. Until next time.